Midway through training camp, head coach Darrell Hazel, along with his team, returned to his roots, Oberlin College. With their new surroundings, the Flashes continue their preseason preparation.
Possession walkthrough. In the middle of nowhere.
Well, we needed to get away. We have 7 road contests this year, and I thought it'd be good for us to change the environment, get an opportunity to get on grass. It's going to be very important for us to, wherever we're going, whatever the atmosphere is, to be able to handle that. And I thought the Oberlin trip was a good trip to get away for an hour bus ride and spend the day there and change the environment.
Go get it, Julian.
Yesterday's trip to Oberlin was a great experience for the team. It was a way to face adversity. We have 7 away games this year, so it was kind of like getting a chance to go out and experience a different environment. Practice out on a grass field, so it was a little bit different for guys. Second practice, we got more used to the grass field, and it was just another step towards adversity, just trying to overcome that, and just like we'll have to do throughout the season.
Here you go, get back out of the way! Compete, let's go. Touch the line, touch the line. Don't cheat, CJ, touch the line.
I'm going to change the environment for you. You've got 7 opportunities, guaranteed opportunities to go on the road this year. You got to be great when we go on the road. Doesn't matter where we are. Dimensions are all the same. We got to be great on the road this year. Great road team. Good work. One team on 3, one destiny on 6. 1, 2, 3.
One team,
4, 5, 6.
one destiny.
With the 2016 Olympic Games in Rio just 1,400 days away, some Flashes start training for events in swimming and diving. Team China's stranglehold on gold in diving is obviously in serious peril.
It was fun. It was cool to see the big guys get on the diving board and do some belly flops and flips, and it was cool to just get in the water. Being from California, I'm so close to the water, it felt good to be in my element for a little bit, so it was cool to have.
Oh man, the winking lizard's great. Man, if I could eat those ribs every day, I can't say enough about the catering service they got there in the restaurant, and a great job with their food, and man, definitely my last meal before I die.
KSU trades the X's and O's from the practice field for the bells and bars of the weight room, recognizing that perspiration here could mean less blood during battle.
Our in-season lifting program is either going to alternate between weeks of accumulation training, which is making sure that we can preserve muscle mass, and then weeks of intensification work, which we are going to use to make sure our guys don't get weak. Within that framework, our bears are going to be doing some different things than our lions and our cheetahs. Our big guys obviously are going to go a little bit heavier earlier, and kind of early on in the season, we're going to make sure that our lions and our cheetahs get their legs back, but we're doing the types of things that they need to do so that when November rolls around, we can do things, explosively and repetitively, which is absolutely critical for the end of the year. I think, this year we're going to be with the kids twice a week in the weight room, sometimes 3 times a week, but most importantly, we've got to be motivators to these kids. And the responsibility for our staff doesn't change whether you're in the off season, the summer, or the in season. We want to be full of energy and provide an opportunity for these kids every week, every time we get to touch them. We want to provide them a chance to really kind of get crazy and let out some frustration and just really provide an atmosphere conducive to them being at their best.
Does that make sense? Sure. We're going to lift hard today, we're going to lift hard Friday, and we're going to get a light one in on Monday. So really, you've got to understand, you have 2 days in here before we start our quest. Work on 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Retreating to his own personal fortress of solitude, Coach Hazell spends time reliving each moment of the recent practice.
What I like to do is come up after practice, close the door, and go back through the practice film and see where we need to make adjustments and corrections and make sure we're improving on all the little things.
Running out that way, everybody's flying that way. We got to stick our foot and get vertical somehow, some way.
What time is dinner actually at?
It's scheduled for 7. Or no, excuse me, dinner's scheduled for 5:45. 5:30.
Well, the most important thing about staff meetings is to make sure we're all thinking the same thing. And when we leave the staff meeting, that we all understand the plan and that there is no gray area. Then obviously the second thing, we talk a lot about personnel on a daily basis to make sure we're getting the right personnel in the right situations. And we'll meet probably half an hour to 45 minutes every day. Not very long, but it's very clear and very concise on what we need to get accomplished as a whole staff. And there's 15 to 20 guys in that staff room every day, and we got to make sure we're all thinking the same way.
After days of preparation, Kent State will now encounter a chance at game simulation with an inter-squad scrimmage.
What time is it? What time is it? What we do? Work. I said, what time is it? What we do? Work. 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 None of these boys can't hold me back, boy. It's on. This jersey, it's on. Game time, boy. Here we go, boys. Let's go. Let's start off right now. Let's go, offense. Red, 80. You got it. Yeah.
We need to make sure that we're tightening down everything and every aspect of our game, special teams and defense and offense, and to make sure everybody knows exactly what their assignment is going into that first contest.
Come on, hurry up. Got one more. Let's go.
Well, I thought that was the best competition that we've had since we've been here as a staff. I thought that the offense got an upper hand early and the defense fought back, and then the offense fought back late in the game, and that's what football's all about, making sure that you continue to compete no matter what the situation is. And I thought our kids did an excellent job today. There was a great energy, great environment out there, and they battled for 142 plays. They battled hard. Well, we start each day with quiet time, and it usually lasts anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes. And it's really to find out who we really are. It kind of keeps you grounded. We study different theories and philosophies during quiet time, and I think it's to find out the whole person. And we bring different guys in to talk to us, and they really do a good job of anything but football we're going to talk about, and make sure that our team understands that when tough times come around, that there's something else more to fall back on the football field, off the football field.
Are you guys brothers yet? Because I'll tell you, it's going to take every one of you doing your job. Some of you are never going to see the field. You're 5th in the depth chart. You're the 12th man, crazy on the sidelines, screaming, get behind the lines, great job, great hit, calling what's happening while the other 11 are out there fighting for you. Watch this video clip from Facing the Giants. I want you, Brock, to answer the question. How's your attitude?
Look at Brock. You're in the end zone. Brock, you are the most influential player on this team. If you walk around defeated, so will they.
Quiet time is very useful because it helps the players reflect on what's important and what they're thankful for in their lives. And doing that before every practice really helps players become grateful and really go out and give 110%.
One day to kick off. Now it's time to really get focused. And one of the best ways that I know of getting focused is with this book, written in 1920. It's a story about William Peck, a man from San Francisco who lost a leg in the war and lost an arm in the war, walked with a crutch, and had one of his sleeves rolled up and pinned to his shirt.
With all of the dress rehearsals behind them, a message from quiet time echoes home for the Flashes. It is kickoff time.
And what about you? You're one day from kickoff. Will you pass the test of the blue vase? Will you do your part? Will you play with every muscle fiber, every brain cell? Will you do all you need to do so that you can win tomorrow? Pass the test of the blue vase.